Welcome to GRCC News. I'm Kelly McLean.
And I'm David Sagansky. Coming up, we'll take a look at the potential dangers of misusing the drug Adderall and get an update on some recent violence in our public schools.
But up first, authorities searching for an 80-year-old missing man found him near his home Thursday at 11 p.m. James Vaughn went missing Wednesday in the Kent County District. He lives in Pine Creek Nursing Home near Clyde Park and 54th Street. Vaughn was first admitted into the facility last year after having a stroke. His two sons decided that he was unable to live alone and put him in the nursing home. He had lived in his home alone for 10 years after his wife passed away. The last time he was seen was by one of his sons, his oldest, Brian, at around 4:30 Wednesday evening outside the nursing home. They had gone out for lunch like they always do on Wednesdays. On the way home, Brian had to stop at the local drugstore to pick up his father's prescriptions. When he returned to the car, the doors were wide open and Vaughn was gone. Close friends say that Vaughn gets disoriented sometimes and loses his senses of directions often. He was found naked and a few cuts and bruises, but there were no major injuries sustained. I'm Kelly McLean.
Speed, crank, tweak, ice, uppers, meth. Illegal substances that, when abused, can cause addiction, heart palpitations, blackouts, seizures, even death. No matter what you call them, amphetamines can give you a lift incomparable to caffeine. But are you aware there is a legal narcotic that is nearly as strong as cocaine and is ridiculously easy to obtain? Adderall is as easy to get as a prescription for allergy medication. If you are susceptible to any type of heart conditions, the increase in your heart rate caused by this drug could be extremely dangerous. It has great potential for dependency, and it can very easily become a problem. Taking Adderall could have serious drug interactions with other medications you are taking. Adderall is used to treat the new trendy disease called attention deficit disorder. If you do not have this disease, your body produces enough dopamine without these drugs, and it is very dangerous to abuse Adderall. People pay money for prescription uppers on the street so that they can stay up and party all night or to concentrate for big exams. Everybody reacts to amphetamines differently. Tolerance, extreme psychological dependence, and severe social disability can occur when amphetamines are abused. As the old saying from the 60s goes, speed kills. The addictive qualities of Adderall can also lead to psychosis and suicidal behavior. It should only be used when absolutely necessary and not for recreation. I'm Dave Sagansky.
In the past year, there have been several violent acts and threats within the Grand Rapids Public School District. There have been reports of children setting fires in the restrooms and students threatening the staff in the entire school. The majority of these actions take place in Creston, Ottawa Hills, Central, and Union High schools. It was alleged that students continue with violent acts as a way to enhance their reputation. The problem lies more in the individual student activity rather than in gangs. The school boards say that there is not much more they can do as the students make their own decisions. The school board decided the only way to retaliate is with their own ways of force, which citizens say will only increase the amount of violence in the schools. Students say that they believe that their schools are not as bad as the district makes them out to be, that there's a bit of an exaggeration on the part of the district. Mr. Johnson, a principal at Creston, says the students need help, not more violence, as a response to the school board's proposal of allowing administrators to carry weapons. The superintendent agrees with Mr. Johnson, opposing the proposal. He said, "The day I need to carry a gun to school is the day that I won't quit." After several debates on the subject, the school board has yet to come to a conclusion on what will be decided. For GRCC News, I'm Patria Carroll.
For decades now, women have played an active role in the United States military. What many don't know is that restrictions on serving in combat still exist. This country is faced yet again with an issue that questions both principle and policy. Unlike in years past, we are no longer debating whether or not women should be in the military. The truth be told, women are and will continue to be in active duty. The struggle, rather, is to fully acknowledge their presence and diminish the combat exclusion rule altogether. According to journalist Aaron Solaro, women's full equality under arms is no longer a matter of individual or group rights. It is a military necessity. Solaro has spent the last few years researching and living with our combat troops overseas. Solaro, who has a military background herself, observed what she calls a new norm. While in Iraq and Afghanistan, she discovered that women are not only fighting in full combat, but they were good at it too. After a first-hand experience, there is no doubt to her that women are proving to be capable and proficient when fighting in combat. It is Erin Solaro's goal that women's efforts can be fully recognized by the United States military. She is outraged that it has been nearly 30 years since women have joined, yet the United States military still fails to acknowledge their efforts completely. 30 years have gone by, and yet still policy and procedure have not been amended. Coming up tonight at 6, we sat down with Solaro and will bring you an in-depth special report on our women serving overseas. I'm Caitlin Zeiderbean. Now with more news from Iraq, here's Tyler Bartow.
In the investigation of last month's deadly shootings of 17 Iraqi civilians, the debate continues for the fight of immunity for the Blackwater, USA bodyguards involved in the mass killing. The incident has infuriated the Iraqi government, causing a delay in any immunity deal and could undermine any effort to prosecute the security contractors for their role in the September 16th event. Declining to confirm or deny any granted immunity, one State Department official stated if in fact such a decision was made, it was done without any input or authorization from any senior State Department official in Washington. The FBI has recently taken over the case, re-interviewing some of the Blackwater employees, and at least several of them have refused to answer any questions, citing their constitutional right to avoid self-incrimination. FBI agents, as well as those involved in the unfortunate killing, all hope to end this debate soon. Many of the Blackwater USA bodyguards are enraged with the charges, claiming that they were just doing the job that they were expected to do. The Iraqi government is expecting harsh punishments to those involved in the incident. Up next, an update on the race for president with Jesse Gillette.
A little-known candidate running for president who is starting to gain some momentum through the internet. Former Alaskan Senator and Democrat Mike Gravel has been left out of television debates and other highly publicized events because he often aggressively confronts the other candidates and calls them out on hot topics such as the Iraq War and gay marriage. 77-year-old Mike Gravel has openly admitted in the past that he hates politics, and it angers him that he is unable to become a frontrunner in the race because he refuses to take large donations from corporate companies. Recently, NBC would not allow him to join in a corporate media-sponsored debate, saying he, quote, needs to raise $1 million in campaign money to be able to take part. Despite the setbacks, he is gaining steam by using mediums such as YouTube, Facebook, and MySpace to gain the attention of thousands of people. The creator of one of his Facebook groups says, quote, this group is dedicated to furthering Mike Gravel's campaign. If we can boost his numbers, he could very well have a chance. This is the first election in which the internet may play a surprising role. He also has a blog on MySpace, which he uses to reach even more of the American people. His popularity does seem to be increasing, but will it be enough to make him a frontrunner? More information is available online at MikeGravel2008.com. I'm Jessie Gillette. Stick around for more after the break. We'll have details on a street fair in Easttown this weekend. We'll take a look at swing dancing in Grand Rapids, and we'll learn how the airlines are softening their stance on surfing the internet. You're watching GRCC News.
Welcome back to GRCC News. I'm Brenton Kelly.
And I'm Jamison Innes. In a moment, I'll have a report on the local impact of TV's Dancing with the Stars, and we'll get a preview of the weekend's Easttown Fair.
But first, Virginia Airlines and American Airlines will soon be offering wireless internet service that allow passengers to send emails, surf the web, and do whatever they need to do at 30,000 feet. American Airlines is expecting to have a test plane operating by December and a whole fleet of 767s equipped and ready by 2008. Virgin America is not far behind and plans to equip every seat back with high-speed internet capability by mid-2008. Virgin America plans to integrate broadband into existing seat-back entertainment systems and all Airbus A320s. That way passengers won't even need to bring a computer. Eventually, Virgin America passengers will be able to log in with their frequent flyer numbers, and things will pop up like their email and chat names. Both companies say there will probably be a charge for the service, except for first-class passengers. Although it's not a set amount, it's expected to be around $10. Cell phones are still banned by the Federal Communications Commission, and American Airlines plans to disable all voice-over-the-internet options such as Skype and other internet phone programs. Now here's Jamie.
Local swing dancing is gross. The Grand Rapids Original Swing Society, contrary to their name, is good, clean fun for the entire family. Every week, teens and adults alike gather to learn a few more steps of swing dancing. These free lessons are available to all in a relaxed environment suitable for beginners all the way to advanced dancers. In addition to swing, lessons are occasionally given for different dances such as the Charleston, Foxtrot, and Salsa. Swing time occurs every Tuesday night downtown at Rosa Parks Circle. Since cold weather has set in, the dancers have relocated to the community church at 800 Monroe. While moving indoors for the season usually means a cutback in numbers, attendance remains high. One local dancer hypothesized that heightened attendance has a direct relationship with the popularity of ABC's show Dancing with the Stars, noting that it makes people want to just get out and dance. I'm Jamison Innes. Now here's Kevin Marticius with something to help you with your weekend plans.
Thank you, Jamie. Wealthy Street between Lake Michigan Drive and Carlton will be closed off this coming Saturday and Sunday. The reason for the closing is the annual Easttown Street Fair. Though it's only 4 blocks, it is expected to produce a 150% increase in revenue, according to the business owners on Wealthy. There will be rides, games, and a wide selection of other activities available. The owner and a barista of Morningstar 76 Coffee House said, "I really hope to attract more customers and show that we are a step above most coffee houses." He is just one of several business owners feeling the pressure of the recent 25% increase in crime in the area. "I really hope that the fair will show people that Easttown isn't really that bad," said John Bartowski, owner of the famous Yesterdog restaurant. Travelers will be detoured to Lake Michigan Drive to go around the festivities. The fair is expected to begin at 9 a.m. and run until around 8 p.m., with special performances from bands from the local area. For GRCC News, I'm Kevin Marticius. Up next, a health update with Michelle Thomas.
Thanks, Kevin. There's a new development in the treatment of high blood pressure. Instead of taking a daily pill, a new vaccine has been developed, but the one particular religious group is beating the odds: Mormons. This group has the lowest blood pressure due to their religious lifestyle. Benedict Holm, PhD, MPH, and professor at the University of Utah, states that 515 patients, average 65 years old, who underwent coronary angiography between 2004 to 2006 completed a survey that included religious preferences as well as several specific practices, including encouraged by the Latter-day Saints Church, including not smoking, fasting, abstaining from food and drink for 2 consecutive meals, not drinking tea, coffee, or alcohol, observing a weekly day of rest, attending worship services, and donating time, goods, and money to charity. The high blood pressure vaccine will not have to be taken on a regular basis, but every 6 months. The vaccine won't be ready for a few more years. For more information, you can visit newsmax.com. Health, this is Michelle Thomas reporting with more health news. Here's Jim Scott.
New evidence has been found tying body fat to cancer. People with excess body fat are more likely to develop common forms of cancer. Researchers are hopeful this new information cancer rates will drop. Top scientists and researchers at the World Cancer Research Fund who conducted the research say there is convincing evidence that excess body fat can cause 6 different types of common cancers, such as breast, bowel, and pancreas. The research is a combination of 7,000 reports taken worldwide to find links between nutrition, physical activity, and prevention of cancer. The report says even a small amount of excess fat, especially around the waist, can increase a person's chance of developing cancer. Avoiding weight gain is the study's first recommendation. Limiting foods such as red meat, alcohol, sugar, and processed food, as well as increasing physical activity, will help curb weight gain. By not smoking, maintaining a healthy body weight, and exercising, the researchers believe cancer rates can easily be reduced 50% worldwide. I'm Jim Scott. Just ahead of the break, here's Brittany Stewart with a story downtown college students are well aware of.
Parking is a big issue. 2008 will bring about a new year, indeed, for the city of Grand Rapids. From new schooling facilities to new places of study for medicine, this city just can't seem to slow down and is growing at a rapid rate. Although there are many good things happening within the city of Grand Rapids, some keep asking, what about parking? Parking is limited and is definitely an issue. Many area college students have expressed their concern, wondering what will happen in the near future. President John Rosenthal of the Rapid is thinking about implementing the new policy allowing college students to ride the Rapid for free, called the No Destination Left Behind. For GRCC News, I'm Brittany Stewart.
And I'm Zach Warnes. The search for new Earth-like planets continues. It was announced at a NASA teleconference this November that a new planet was discovered that could contain life. The planet is 41 light-years from Earth in a solar system called 55 Cancri in the constellation of Cancer. This newfound world is in what planet hunters like to call the Goldilocks zone, a place that's not too hot, not too cold, but just right for the existence of liquid water and conceivably life. The last several years have been big in the discovery of new planets, as a handful of new techniques have been developed. The new planet was discovered using the Doppler radial velocity technique, in which a planet can be detected by the wobble that its gravitational pull causes in the sun around which it orbits. Earlier just this year, another planet, dubbed Gliese 581c, was discovered that was predicted capable of supporting life, although recently there's been some debate as to whether or not it may be too hot. Either way, scientists will keep up the search for these planets as possible locations for new types of life or just new homes for humanity. I'm Zach Warners. Stick around for GRCC Sports coming up next. You're watching GRCC News.
Welcome back. I'm Ruben Juarez.
And I'm Derek Lamb. This is GRCC Sports.
40 years after the Beatles embarked upon the original British invasion, another British invasion has landed in the States. This summer's galactic import to America, David Beckham, took the sports world by storm. Single-handedly, Becks, as he is commonly referred as in his native England, rejuvenated the interest of soccer in America without even bending it like Beckham on the soccer field. Beckham, who was the husband of former Spice Girl Posh Spice, signed a 5-year contract with the LA Galaxy of Major League Soccer, which could pocket him an astronomical $250 million when his American venture ends. Don Garber, the commissioner of MLS, believes that David Beckham is a global sports icon who will transcend the sport of soccer in America. A determined player since his days in the youth academy of Manchester United, the club in which Beckham's popularity soared thanks to his amazing free kicks that helped the Red Devils win 6 FA Premier League titles and a UEFA Champions League crown, hopes he can heighten the standard of soccer in America. He believes the sport has been overlooked here by many due to their loyalty towards traditional American sports. I'm Ruben Juarez for GRCC Sports.
Brett Favre will go down in history as one of the best and most memorable quarterbacks/players who've ever played in the NFL. Brett Favre is currently playing in his 17th NFL season. Favre started every game for the Green Bay Packers since Week 4 of the 1992 season. He's been in 2 Super Bowls, winning 1. Favre is also the Associated Press's only 3-time MVP, winning that award from 1995 to 1997. He's been selected to 8 Pro Bowls in his illustrious career. On November 4th, 2007, he became the 3rd quarterback in the NFL to defeat all 31 of the other teams in the league by beating the Kansas City Chiefs 33-22. The Packers have started this season better than they ever have since Favre has been in Green Bay. The Packers are also only in their 2nd year under first-time head coach Mike McCarthy. What makes this season even more impressive is the way the Packers have been winning, despite not having a successful rushing game. This year, Green Bay has improved all around and has been playing much better on defense. Young receivers Greg Jennings and James Jones have also stepped up this year to team with veteran receiver Donald Driver to give Green Bay a dangerous passing attack. Jennings has caught 2 game-winning touchdowns from Favre already this season. During his memorable time with the Packers, Favre set many NFL records, including most touchdown passes, most interceptions, most consecutive games started among quarterbacks, most career pass completions, most career pass attempts, and most victories as a starting quarterback. For GRCC Sports, I'm Derek Lamb.
And I'm Brittany Zender. The Red Wings didn't get out of St. Louis with a victory over the Blues last night. In fact, they didn't get out of town at all. After falling 4-3 to the Blues, their team jet, the Redbird 2's, right wheels got stuck in the grass and mud as it was attempting to leave the downtown St. Louis airport. The airport director, Bob McDaniel, pointed out that the incident happened when the DC-9 was leaving the parking ramp. Airline crews were still trying to free the plane and get it back onto the pavement this morning. There were no injuries, and the team spent the night at the team hotel in downtown St. Louis. The spokesman, John Han, informed us that the Red Wings were making the most of their extended stay in St. Louis by spending their already scheduled day off working out and taking advantage of the Blues practice facility. The Red Wings will play next week against the Chicago Blackhawks Saturday. For GRCC Sports, I'm Brittany Zender. Thanks for watching.